Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Birdie coming at you fast with another Paragon in-depth hero guide, and today we're going to be looking at Aurora, the amazing Arctic assassin, who is one of my favorite heroes in the game now. She is really strong, has a lot of CC, which is right now dominant in this current quote-unquote meta, as a lot of people call it. And we're just going to be going over some basic stuff, some stuff that you might not have known, and just my takes on the hero and how I would play with her. So if you want to build for her, I actually have two, and I'm going to put the link down in the description of this video. You guys can check out the beast builds. But in this video, I use the build where I prioritize damage, attack speed, crit chance, crit damage. So that's the one that I'm going to prioritize in this video. I'm not going to get to max CP because, again, you guys can see the whole build there. When it comes to abilities and placements on the map, usually Aurora can be played as offlane or jungler the best. I find her favorite in offlane. I think she's a really good offlaner. And have somebody like Rampage or Sevarog jungle, but you can by all means also jungle with her. She does have a decent amount of CC and has a lot of gank ability with her E and or circle, her Hoarfrost ability. The first ability you usually want to upgrade is actually your slide, because in the beginning of the game you can slide across perpendicularly to your lane of choice, aka offlane for example, and block the minions as they spawn so they get to lane a bit later. This lets you freeze your lane a bit and helps you farm under tower, but that's only under particular situations. Usually you don't want to really do that because you want to start off by actually having the first farm be the camps next to your lane, and it will actually end up being better for you. You can also build walls with your slide like this if you want to block off some entrances. You want to aim at higher platforms, like you guys will see later on this video. I'll do it again, to block off entrances so enemies can't run away, or so your teammates can't get chased down by the enemy. You can leave this wall behind them. Instead of building snowmen, you're building walls in this game as this crazy ice bitch, and that's pretty much how you want to use the Q. The second ability, when you're level 2, you want to upgrade your Hoarfrost, and you're going to focus that upgrade until it's maxed, just to deal more damage. Your right click, or your R1, is your getaway with your Ice Clone. You want that third, and of course you want your ult at level 5. Okay, now, right here you guys are going to see me sieging inhibitors, and Aurora's probably one of the best, if not the best, hero for sieging inhibitors, because she can go in, pop her ult, freeze everyone around her, and then pop out using her ability if she gets into trouble by using the R1 or right click. Now right here I actually use my clone, and it diverts the attention of the inhibitor to the clone until more damage is dealt by my other teammates, and then obviously it will change to them. But if you guys didn't know that, if you're under fire from the tower and you use your clone ability to jump away, then you can actually divert the attention to your clone now and go back into the ring and deal a bit more damage if you like. It's actually very strong, very OP in my opinion, and very useful. Again, using the clone to get out of there, and this time I'm gonna build a wall after we get chased a little bit by this enemy Grux. Do you want to build a wall? And that kind of trips him up a little bit there. I'm actually going to go ahead and replay this so you guys can actually see that it does trip him up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and do free so you guys can actually see the camera here. Let's do drone. So here we go. We're looking at this. This is live action right here. I don't save the Gideon, but I do build a wall, and it does trip him up a little bit. It also trips up my teammate, but Rampage is there with the rock. So just even a little bit can throw off the enemy's gaze at you just a little bit, and you can also press Q again to get rid of that. So you want to be able to actually time your abilities just right. You want to be able to time it pretty well when it comes to you know, engaging, using your slide as an engage, using your ult. Then when they're frozen, attack them about twice. You have enough time for that, and then you can use Hoarfrost to actually go ahead and trap them now in a ring of frost. So unless they use a leap ability or something, they actually can't get out of there, and they're gonna be ulted, frozen, slowed, and then they're actually gonna get rooted by the circle of Hoarfrost that you encase around them, and it's going to root them, and you can deal even more damage after that. So it's a very deadly combo. Use your Q as an engage, use your right click as an escape. That's kind of self-explanatory, but I did want to show you guys a couple of examples of how I usually do it, and it might help you guys out as well. We're gonna back, and then we're gonna go over to the other inhib after I cleared this wave of minions in the jungle just for some farming while I have black buff. I do have a little bit of lifesteal in this deck. I actually didn't build it yet in this gameplay, but normally that's what I would be doing, is just getting that health back through the lifesteal. Instead of that, we're just going to go ahead and back and get our health back, get our crit bonus now through Blade of Agora, and now we're going to go back and attack some more and actually get 2 inhibitors in one blow. So we're going to get this middle inhibitor, and then we're going to get the right inhibitor. So again, Aurora is like an assassin. She can gank very easily. She has a lot of gank ability, so you do want to roam around a lot as her. It's very difficult to escape from her, and it's also very easy to escape as her. So you want to make sure that you use your mobility items. I almost said items. You want to use your mobility abilities to, you know, close the gap quickly with them. You might also want to invest in stuff like Blink or Teleblink if you really just want to be stupid with it. I know Flux runs Teleblink on her, and it helps him chase down every single enemy in the game. It's ridiculous. So you guys can run that. I prefer to have a bit more damage and some lifesteal instead on her, just for some sustainability to keep pushing and stuff. So that's just me, though. But again, we're going to siege this middle inhibitor. You're going to see the same breakdown. I'm going to slide in. I'm going to use my ult. I actually don't even need to slide in, and you want to try and do that if you can. I'm going to go ahead and freeze this Grux, freeze that Richter, and hop out as I turn around and see my teammates actually going and killing everybody. I'm going to go back to the inhibitor, damage the inhibitor, and then we're going to go and over to the right inhibitor and deal some more damage over there. And before escaping, so I'm going to slide in there to get there quick. I'm going to use the Hoarfrost to root the Kwang, and then I'm going to use my, what is it called? Frozen Simulacrum, I think it's called, to hop out of there, out of that inhibitor. I'm going to go ahead and reverse that a couple of seconds so you guys see what I'm talking about. I am spinning like a madman right now, and we're going to go ahead to drone so you guys can see this, and we're going to actually slow this down. So I freeze him, and I leap out, and then it targets my Frozen Simulacrum, which actually ends up blowing up, and after the fact, I'm already out of there. So you want to make sure you are tying these abilities together. I mean, obviously, this is basic stuff, but you get good with it, and it's very, very easy and simple to be doing the stuff that you need to be doing. Get out, and boom, Frozen Simulacrum again right there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Aurora's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of her. Her ultimate's kind of hard to dodge, so a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she's so OP. If you want to counter Aurora, you can use cards like Purity Sensor and Hunter's Guile that reduce debuffs or remove debuffs completely, and it would prevent you from getting frozen by her ult, which is really nice, of course. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, again, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure you all have a wonderful day. Peace.